Hello everyone, welcome to Home Cooking with me Hema Subramanian. When it comes to side dishes, especially those rich and creamy ones, my personal favorite are the kofta curries. Today I'm going to share a wonderful Palak Kofta curry recipe. This is incredibly delicious and very easy to make, so let's get started and check it out. For the Palak Kofta curry, I've taken one bunch of fresh palak leaves. So you can see I've chopped it nice and fine. So for the kofta, you need to chop the palak leaves like this, nice and fine. So the leaves will release a lot of moisture. To remove all that excess moisture, I'm just adding about half teaspoon of salt to the chopped leaves. Just mix everything well. So what the salt will do is, it will release all that excess moisture from the leaves, so we can strain it afterwards. Let this mixture sit for about 10 minutes. While this is resting, I'm going to make a masala paste and also the tomato cashew puree. I'm going to make a little masala that goes into the curry. For this, to the mixer jar, I've taken half onion roughly chopped, about 4 large cloves of garlic, a piece of ginger roughly chopped, and 4 green chilies. You can adjust the spice according to your taste. So we're just going to make a coarse mixture of these 4 ingredients. You don't want to grind to a very fine paste. So this is the consistency we want. Keep this aside. Next, I'm making the tomato cashew puree. To the mixer jar, add about 4 medium-sized tomatoes roughly chopped. Next, I'm adding about 15 cashew nuts that I've soaked for about 30 minutes. Grind it to a nice fine puree. The tomato cashew puree is done. Transfer it to a bowl and keep it aside. After 10 minutes, you can see all that excess water is released from the chopped leaves. Now strain this completely and keep it aside. To the strained chopped leaves, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of the ground mixture. We are preparing the mixture for the palak koftas. I've added about 3 tablespoons of besan, that is gram flour. Just mix everything well. You don't want to add too much of flour, just add only what is required. So you can see it's absorbed all that flour and it's come together very nicely. Just adding a little more, about a teaspoon of flour, and I'm just going to mix everything together. The kofta mixture is ready. Let's start making them. We're not going to deep fry these koftas, I'm going to steam them instead. I've greased the tray that goes in the steamer. Now place the prepared kofta balls onto the tray. Place the tray into the steamer and steam cook for about 5 minutes. We don't want to overcook the koftas because they will become hard if you steam them for too long. After 5 minutes, turn off the stove. So you can see the koftas are cooked beautifully. You can remove from the steamer and keep this aside. Now let's start making the curry. To a nice wide kadai, I'm adding about 4 tablespoons of oil. Once the oil is heated, I'm just adding a few whole spices: cinnamon, clove, 1 cardamom, star anise, half teaspoon fennel seeds and half teaspoon cumin seeds. And also I'm adding 1 bay leaf. After about 10 seconds, I'm adding 2 medium-sized onions finely chopped. Saute the onions for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, you can see the onions are sauteed well. At this point, I'm adding the remaining ground mixture. After 5 minutes, you can see it's turned to a lovely golden brown color. The raw smell has gone. Now I'm adding the tomato and cashew puree. Reduce the flame while pouring the puree. Just give everything a good mix. After pouring the tomato cashew puree, cook for about 5 minutes. So you can see the excess moisture is evaporated and the masala has thickened a bit. At this point, I'm going to add all the spice powders. Starting with 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 2 teaspoons Kashmiri red chilli powder, 1 teaspoon cumin powder, 2 teaspoons coriander powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. So give it all a nice mix. After adding the spice powders, cook the masala for about 2 to 3 minutes. So you can see at this point the oil is beginning to separate and the raw smell has gone. Now I'm going to add about 1.5 cups of water. Close Close the kadai and cook for about 5 minutes on medium flame. After 5 minutes, you can see the oil is beginning to separate. At this point, just give the masala a nice mix. It's nicely thickened up. So once the masala is cooked, I'm just going to remove the bay leaf. To balance the flavors, I'm adding 1 teaspoon of sugar. Next, add 1 teaspoon of Garam Masala powder. After adding the Garam Masala powder, just mix everything well. At this point, you can check for seasoning, and if you do need to add a little bit of salt, you can add it. At this point, I'm gently going to drop in the Palak Koftas. Place one by one into the masala. The koftas are steamed, cooked beautifully. They're very nice and soft. Just mix everything well. I'm also adding about half cup of water at this point to get a nice gravy consistency and also to allow the koftas to absorb all those nice flavors. Close the kadai and let this cook for about 5 minutes on medium-low flame. The masala for the gravies come together so beautifully. All the oil has separated and it's become nice and thick. Finally, finish off by adding some crushed Kasuri Methi leaves and some finely chopped Coriander leaves. Just gently mix that in. So there you go, here is this delicious Palak Kofta curry. It's ready to be enjoyed. You can see it's got that lovely gravy consistency and the koftas are cooked so perfectly. They're so soft and juicy. This incredibly delicious Palak Kofta curry is ready to be served. I'm serving it with some nice hot chapatis by the side. You can enjoy it with any roti of your choice. I'll give you a couple of links to the other kofta curries I've made earlier. Do check them out. Wow, this kofta is so soft. You can see. Wow. This is incredibly tasty. Extremely flavorful. I'm just getting a burst of flavors in my mouth. Oh my god, this is so delicious. Unbelievable. Wow, that is incredible. This is one of the best kofta curries I've tried. So it's a very easy recipe, as you can see. Make sure you follow all the steps to get it perfectly and let me know how it turned out for you guys, and also share it with your family and friends. So for more exciting and wonderful recipes, subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell icon to get your notifications. You can now buy the second edition of our home cooking book at shop.homecookingshow.in.